Hello everybody. Today I'm sharing with you a journal that I've just finished making. This is a very large journal. This journal measures 5 inches by 12.5 inches. It has approximately 112 pages and it has 5 signatures. It turned out a lot bigger than what I expected it to. It's very pretty. It's very, tactile. Is that the word? It has a wallpaper cover, which I found thrifting. I've got my Cottage crafts on the bottom down there. I have beautiful laces throughout this journal from Crafty Me Shop on Facebook. I will put all the details for Crafty Me Shop in case anybody would like to purchase any beautiful laces and trims in the description box below. This applique comes from Crafty Me Shop. I will probably just point out what doesn't come from Crafty Me Shop because there's very few other things. Like this background lace was from a garment, as was this fabric ruffle that I've made around the edge there. The gem comes from Crafty Me Shop. That is some beautiful satin ribbon, and I've just tea stained that up. That was white. Okay, I have a chiffon, and that's silk chiffon closure that came from a garment also, so a lot of recycling as well. And what I will do is I will take the tags and things out as I go through, and they will be packaged separately for mailing purposes, but that's what it looks like, quite full. It doesn't even fit in the screen properly, so there'll be a lot of this going on, I think. Okay, so it has a soft cover made from 2 large envelopes, and like I said, it's covered on the outside with wallpaper, and on the inside this is some Stamperia paper. Now the digital kit I've used throughout this journal is from the paper Cameo. It is called the Naturals kit, and I'll put a link to that in the description box below also. And all these envelopes and tags have been made using that kit. So I have a little tuck spot, whoops, you can't see, a tuck spot on the bottom down here made from the wallpaper. I have this beautiful it's vintage trim. It might even be antique. That is metal sequins on that, and there's a little bit of beading which is quite fragile. It was so fragile that it did extend up here with the beading, but I just went like that and pulled it off. So, if you don't like the beading there, it's easy enough just to pull it off, and the sequins will not come off with it because they're stitched on separately. So in this pocket here, I have a large tag, and that's the paper line from the paper Cameo. I've used the lovely die cuts for the, there we go, the doily die cut. That's a sample from, I think, Creative Expressions die. Across the top here, I've used this, which is part of a garment also. There's a button, and there was a the closure part on that side. So I've used some of that on the tags, along with some sequins and a lovely old button with some tulle. And it's all stitched around, lined with tea-stained paper on the back. And that's pretty much how the tags are made, so I won't have to explain that going through. This is one of the envelopes from the Naturals collection. I've just put a lace piece from Crafty Me Shop with a flower on the front, and it has a little journal card inside, and that has an index card on the back of it. I've lined the envelope with some lovely tissue paper as well, also thrifted. And that fits nice and snugly in here. There's a linen fabric and then this lovely old cotton fabric here. And then we have some graph paper. This lace here is from Crafty Me shop. It is a wide lace, about that wide, and I just cut it into strips and, you know, I wouldn't say it's gathered, it's more scrunched down the side there. And these are little Kaiser Craft butterflies I've put on. So there's another tag with tulle and more lace. I have a little tag. This is the Florals collection from the Paper Cameo. Sorry, I have glue on my fingers. So that's a mini tag there. I've printed, I'm not quite sure what this paper is called. Once again, I found it thrifting. It's it has a Asian wrapper on it, so I just call it my Asian paper. It's very fine, as you can see through it. So I've just printed that out just for a bit of fun. I have a little pocket here, and this is made from book paper and some wallpaper. I'm not sure if I've got any. I think I do have some of that left. Yes, some lovely wallpaper that I was sent as a gift. I've made a little flower there with some offcuts of paper, music paper. This is one of those. I think this is a Tim Holtz clip here, and I don't know what they put inside of it, but look at the marks it's leaving on there. So they must oil it up with something. I'm not sure, but it's making a bit of a mess. Anyway, it adds, I guess. So we have a tag inside of here on an index card, and that's just a handmade pocket. That was from some wrapping paper I received in a recent package. This is Crafty Me shop lace on the front. I've done stenciling on various pages, and there's also a die cut there. Actually, I was going to, I'll put that back on there. I was going to remove all the tags and things as we went through, just to show you what it looks like. And so I can package it differently. I did leave a little gap here. You can see where that clip goes in the lace, just so it would slot on. And that's the same lace that's on the spine. More of the lovely papers. I've done a little bit of embossing on those papers. And there's another die cut down the bottom. Just some more, I think this is bond paper or something. More lace, some fabric, a little paper edging with a button on the bottom. A little tuck spot there with a journal card in there. We have more beautiful lace down the bottom with some flowers. I don't think I'll make one this big anymore. They're just a little bit too big. But I do like the way it's turned out. I think it's beautiful. Some more stenciling. These are those little snippet words from sample as well. Another little journal spot there with a die cut lace. I think that's a Tim Holtz die cut as well across the top there. Some more lovely laces from Crafty Me shop and trims. Just another little, I think this is the floral collection, and I just printed it out like that and concertinaed it up. More trims stitched in. This is just another printout on that very fine paper, and that's some more fabric. That's part of this fabric, the edge of that fabric, and I put that on with a flower I found and a button. Another lovely tag. And just another little journal spot there. And these are little seals that come with the kit as well that you cut out. Some beautiful rhinestone trim going down the side there of this old lace. Another little tag. Oh, this is just a stencil piece I was playing on and thought I would use to make another tag, and it's just got a couple of little things in that little tuck there as well. That is the baking paper. Oops, I think it'll still work. With some old lace and some mother of pearl buttons. More of that garment piece that I've just put a little dangle on the side of. I'm in frame, aren't I? A little bit of applique and a butterfly. Another one of those, and I haven't left any of them. This is just a little sample piece. This is some packaging. I can't remember what came on those. It was my cat had found. It was, I think it was that flower actually. That flower, that one. There was a set. There was a couple of them, and I liked the packaging that it was in, so I've used it to make a couple of tags as well, and put a pretty piece of lace on there. More wallpaper. More garment just ruffled up at the top there. A couple more, that's a tag there. This is off that curtain I recently found at the thrift shop that I've cut up. Another piece of lace there. That's just a little envelope. I think it's empty, this one. Yeah, this one's empty. Ready to put some treasures in. Another bit of that lace scrunched up in a button. And more of that lovely organza tied in a bow there. Just a ruffle down the bottom and a ruffle up the top. Another tag from the Naturals collection there. And the other side of that baking paper pocket. More butterflies, more laces. Another journal spot there. More die cuts. All these lace dies are from they're Tim Holtz dies. I didn't cut them. I have I've got such a mess going on. I've got some, these are a bit dark, but they do come in handy for decorating. Oh, I almost forgot that. I'll have to show you that afterwards. And that. Little flowers I make out of book paper. I like to add those in my journals. Another little tuck spot with a journaling card there. Another one of these concertina tags. More lovely lace. A ruffled edge there. Lovely lace there. Another tag. Yeah. And another sample card there. Wallpaper and just the edge of a doily. It's got a butterfly on it. Another lovely tag. Another printable on that fine paper and just a little mini tag there as well. And that's a paper bag. You can put something, oops, got fluff on that one. Put something in there if you want to. Doily die cut, more laces up here, and a beautiful vintage rhinestone in the center there. I love those rhinestones. A ruffle and flower down the bottom. This page, it had a rip in it. So what I did was I got another piece and glued it there to complete it. And I quite like that because you could put a special note there and it would stand out. And the same on that side there. Another piece of that doily down the bottom. Another one of these in there. I haven't missed any, no. Oh, that one's a tag there as well. Almost forgot that one. It goes in there. I might leave that in there. And that's the tuck spot under there. Another lovely tag. And little one. Bit of ribbon. Go ruffle up the top there. Piece of applique. Oh, and a piece of the linen. That was a scrap from my the linen I used on my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery for this month. Another one of these tags with a couple of little tags inside. It's kind of a bit of embossed paper. One of the snippet words, some of the fabric from the shirt, and some sari silk, and a little offcut of applique at the top there, all on the stenciled paper on an index card. Like that. That's another piece of the curtaining. We got here just a little thing I made a while ago. One of the tags that's got nothing done to it apart from a bit of inking and tulle tied. So there's such lovely tags. They're very natural looking, and that's the name of the kit. Another little envelope from the kit as well. There's nothing in that one, but you can fill that yourself. That's the little tuck spot. It's made up of wallpaper index card, and it has a bit of that doily on it. Another little piece of the snippet and a mother of pearl button. Another one of those. Another tag with a bow and lace on it. So lots of tags and things. Another ruffle, another flower with a bit of cheesecloth, and one of the seal pictures. More stenciling. Did I miss something? Oh, that's the middle of that signature. It's just an inside book page. A couple of butterflies up the top with some lovely lace. Another one of these with a tag. Put that back on there. That music paper. That's a little pocket there down the bottom. Doesn't have anything in, but you can put something in like that. Another tag with a piece of the curtaining on it and a die cut. It's got a word on the back as well. Some tulle runched up with, I think that lace there could be the other bit of that. Oh, very similar. There's another piece of it somewhere as well. The other side of the fabrics, that just helps to keep the spine strong as well, having that in there. Plus, I just think it's nice. You could pin things to that if you wanted to, or stitch something carefully to it. We have a pocket, and this was a leftover from another journal I made. It has a pocket in the back there as well if you wanted to put something in it. It's all Crafty Me Shop laces with a tag. And these pockets are just from a photo album. And our last tag, more of that button piece. And oh, a little tiny, when I was doing, see how I've got the sequins up the top? I like to have the little tails hanging down, but they're usually full of sequins, so I take some sequins off to get that effect. And I kept the sequins and put them on a little bit of tea stain paper, put the sequins, and then stitched a piece of tulle over the top. So I might just leave that in the back pocket there so it doesn't get lost. Some more lovely Crafty Me Shop lace there, and more of that vintage sequin trim, and that's the back there. And that is it. And that is it without, let me just tie that up. My hands are very dry with cold weather at the moment, so I have to be careful touching things so I don't pull them. So that is what it looks like without everything. And like, you know, that's really, it's not heavy or anything or bulky or anything like that. It looks really lovely. And these are all the tags and things like that in order that will go with it. I was going to put this in it, but it ended up too wide to fit in it. So I will send this along as well. It's just a paper bag, one of the bottle shop. My husband bought something from the bottle shop, and I thought, oh, I'll have that bag. So I just folded it in half. I added a little piece of the curtaining there, some vintage lace, a little bit of tulle with a flower, doily cut out. I have a little journal spot in the front there as well. So that's that. The pocket is empty there, but inside I've just put some little pages. So just a complimentary little notebook to go with it. And so that will go with it as well. So there we go. That is my natural shabby looking large journal, and I hope you like it. It is for sale. It's probably the last natural, neutral color journal I will be doing for a while now. I feel like I need some color in my life, so I'll be heading towards doing some more colorful things now. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope everybody's keeping well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.